I grew multiple accounts this year from as little as $100 to over 6 figures several times this year. I didn't just gamble my account every single time I traded, use any sketchy techniques, or just follow some random signals. I just followed my trading plan, which has never let me down. And in today's video, you guys are going to find out exactly how I'm able to do this so you can replicate it yourself. I want to start off by saying this is not something that you go into the charts and do every single day. This is a process that builds over time, and as you keep going, the profits get bigger and bigger and you increase as a trader. Now, the very first thing that we have to establish before we even get into flipping any accounts or growing our capital is just understanding what our A+ model is. So for me, my A+ model looks like this. I'm on the charts and I have a daily demand zone that is in line with the weekly demand zone. And when I go down to the lower time frames, it's a great order block with a fair value gap resting right above that order block and liquidity to be swept before entering that fair value gap. This to me is my holy grail of trading. When I see this setup, I am ready to go. A lot of people like to call me crazy when I say that I risk 5 to 10% on my trades and sometimes even 20%. If you guys really think about it, when you're trading these prop firms and you're risking 1 to 2%, that is the same thing as risking 10 to 20% on your personal capital. Why? Because if you can only lose 10% overall of the account, then that means that 1% that you've lost on the account is actually 10% of what you can lose, making it 10% of a personal account. Having a risk buffer on your account is extremely important. Every single trading day that I've seen for myself, I'm able to find that after I lose 2 trades in a day, if I take a third, I oftentimes lose that trade. Now I know that we get caught up in this whole like, I lost 2, but the perfect setup is here and it's gonna make me my money back. That is your brain tricking you because you are now money hungry on the charts. And that is the worst thing you could possibly do. If I lose 2 trades today, I will not take any more trades. You always want to be clear-minded and able to reset yourself when it comes to trading. Our job as traders is to protect our capital first and then risk it. We're only looking to put ourselves in exposure when we see a very, very good opportunity. And if we do lose that trade, then it was worth the loss. When you guys are in trades, it should be very cut and dry. Once you pick your stop loss and your take profit value, keep it that way. And especially when you're trying to grow small capital, don't get caught up in trying to catch this gigantic move. If the market's only giving you a partial move, such as this one, make sure that you're ready to capitalize on that and move in the right direction instead of trying to catch the whole thing. So if you see, for example, a fundamental release that is against your bias, close out of your trade and catch another entry the following day or the next time you see it. Now, another thing I want to mention, guys, is checking the fundamental releases. You can have the perfect technical bias in the world. You can have all the technical confluences, but if your fundamental analysis is not in line with your technical analysis, then it means almost absolutely nothing. And if you guys don't know how to trade fundamentals, I have a couple videos on this YouTube channel that you can check out. And I also recommend the book, The Art of Currency Trading by Brent Donnelly. This was a game changer for me when it came to fundamentals, and it really pieced things together for me. The most important tip when it comes to growing your capital is once you make 100% gain on your account, withdraw your initial investment. The reason why I say withdraw your initial investment is because at this point, you're playing with house money. You are playing with the profits. And that is when you're going to see yourself really start to relax because you've now taken out money. So you've paid yourself from this job that you're doing. And now you can start playing with the profits and leveraging that. So even if you were to blow that, then you're still fine because you have your initial investment. And personally, I always take my initial investment out plus 50%, because if I was able to grow this to a 10x return, then I can do it again, and it's what real trading looks like. Now, when it comes to having a system, you guys have to make sure that you have a system that works long-term. Backtesting is great and all, but you want to make sure that whatever system you have at least 20 live trades that you've taken, actually executed on some sort of platform, whether it's demo or live, before you decide if the strategy is working or if it's not. Now, the reason why I'm saying live tested is because when you're backtesting, you have all the previous variables and data in the market. So you can tweak your strategy to find a perfect win rate on all of those trades because you already have all the variables. But as we know, every single day the market is printing new variables, and that's why you see different things happen and strategies not work. This is all you will need in 2024 to grow your small capital into something bigger. I hope to see you guys on my live trading sessions, which I do for free on this YouTube channel, and I hope to see you guys returning to the channel. Peace.